Welcome back to my channel. So I am just relaxing out here at the coop, having a little wine. Last summer, we had a hawk that was attacking my flock relentlessly. Once it found out it could get to my chickens, it was not stopping. Even when I was down here, it would still attack like right in front of me. So I gotta pour one out for the homies. The first one goes out to Ace. She was our first olive egger that got devoured. Then the next one was our next olive egger. Her name was Pedro, and she was my absolute favorite. She was so sweet. She almost died as a chick like 10 times. She just did not want to survive. Or I guess I should say she wanted to survive, because she kept almost dying, and I'd have to like warm her up and feed her electrolytes, and then she would perk back up and be fine. And she was an olive egger, so I was expecting her to lay green eggs, and of course she pops out like a khaki colored egg. So she was just super unique, and I was really bummed. She was the smallest one too. And then we lost a Americana after that, Carrot. Carrot was one of the bigger ones for the younger girls, so I was surprised that she had gotten picked off. But so she was the last one that we lost. After that, I could not allow them to wander around the enclosure as they wish or whatever, so I have to now keep them like in their little spot over there. I don't know if you can see it, but inside of the enclosure, so at least they're safe and sound. And I do let them out when I'm around. The hawk, after about 3 weeks or so, after it realized that my chickens were no longer available, it hasn't been around. I've seen it around, but it hasn't, like, before it was like going into the enclosure, like trying to get at my chickens. So it hasn't done that, and I think it's probably moved on to easier targets. So I do let them out when I'm around, and let them enjoy just kind of scratching around. But yeah, so we had to pour one out for the homies that we lost. So sad. Those hawks are relentless. Once they know, and you think like your chickens would be big enough, and they're not. Like, the hawks will literally come in and eat like a little. It's like such a waste, because they're so big. There's no way the hawk can eat all of them, and then they like leave it there for you to find later. So it's pretty traumatic. So hopefully we don't lose any more. I'm hoping to kind of try to let them out a little bit more when I have the goats. I'm hoping that like a little more activity from a little bit larger animal will kind of keep maybe deter them a little bit, so I can at least keep them out here for a little bit if I'm just like working in the yard or doing something like that. So that's my goal. But I was thinking about the real countdown is here, because I am getting these goats this weekend. So I am days away from 2 little baby goats hopping around out here. So I can't wait to show you guys. But I was just trying to think of any last minute things that I needed. So if you are a goat owner and you know some really handy things to have on hand, make sure you let me know. I'm going to get, I think it's called Jump Start. It's something to have on hand in case they get stressed out or a little like under the weather. So I'm gonna have that. But everything else I think I have. I mean, I have the shelter, I have the playground, I have the toys, I have the hay. I am gonna wait on the minerals and the feed, as far as like the hay pellets, just to kind of see what she has. I don't want to change anything up, so I'm just gonna wait and see what they come home with before I buy any of that stuff. But yeah, let me know if I'm missing anything, and hopefully the next video I make, it will be with little baby goats hopping around. I can't wait.